So this is actually kind of this and the Coinbase leak that Kale mentioned, which was basically the same thing that happened to Kraken support. This brings us back to the Ledger thing and the Apple store in terms of these are just people who were bribed to provide information. I think they did it while they were still working there, and then they were terminated upon the investigation revealing who they were. And I guess they took support. First of all, what I'm thinking is like for any service, support does not ask users for passwords or for keys or for anything like that. They may have in centralized services access to their like balances and stuff, but they can't or are not allowed to move users' funds instead of them. Although I don't know how centralized services really work. I know this from the self-custody side. Like our support cannot do anything with the user's assets, even if even if the user's like, please fix this for me, we can't because we don't have access. But I think all they have is basically this sort of thing. So what they could get, I mean, this is also nothing. This is not unserious. Like they could get emails or
socials.
The socials, yeah, of users. And then that opens the door to social engineered phishing of these users. So of course, that's also serious. But I think Kraken was like, a small number was affected, 2,000, which you're like 2,000, but Kraken's usership is like insane. So this is like 0.02% of their usership. And so they caught it well and caught it early. But yeah, this is a point that I have grown gray over my 8 years in crypto. A point that I have been making that 99% of the crypto losses and hacks are engineering, and they're not hacks. Like nobody is breaking
social
into
engineering.
Yeah. Like they're not hacks. Nobody's breaking into these wallets because at least until quantum, the cryptography holds. These are well-made systems for the encryption. But the human factor is the human factor. People are the same. So all of these losses and all of these compromised things that we've been talking about were bribed humans on the provider side and flawed humans on the consumer side.